What's up, Fish? Access 360. What you breaking down, Coach? Coach Fish?
That's pretty good right there.
Come on now.
That's pretty good. I'm going to the wall.
I'm about to fall asleep myself.
I'm going to go to the wall. And we're going to talk about KCP, right, who just finished that play. Doing a lot of good things tonight. Obviously finished last season really strong. Contested Devin Booker's shot. He still made it. Nobody could guard Devin Booker tonight. But look how quickly he transitions, gets to the corner, gets his feet set. Three right back at Devin Booker. 3 for 3 there. So now KCP running the court. When Kobe used to bring it up like this, I used to come back, set the step-up screen roll. They don't want to switch because you have the bigger guy trying to get back to LeBron. Causes confusion. KCP wide open for 3 at the top of the court. Here, KC bringing it into the wing. Going to hit Marc Gasol at the top where they're going to see this action a lot. Hit Gasol in the middle, get split actions and screening action going while he holds the defense high at the top. Curl cut by Kuz. Again, late, short communication between Booker and Carter. 3 again. A play that LeBron is really comfortable in is having the smaller guy set the screen on him. Again, forces confusion, 2 on the ball. KCP catches, doesn't settle this time. Wide open lane, gets to the front of the rim. And so, nice combination of offensive opportunities there for KCP. Corner threes, screening action, pick and roll action, getting to the basket. And he's going to be able to be really efficient if he can keep that going.
I want to ask you guys something. I think back to a year ago. KCP starts off and he is struggling. He's coming off the bench. Fans are all over him. Dwight Howard's sticking up for him on Instagram. James, he's missing layups. Fish, he can't get it going. And I was at the game when he actually hit some threes, and we were talking in the locker room, all the media, and he was just saying how thankful he was that everyone had his back. Now he was one of the heroes on a championship team. What can that do for a guy's psyche?
Confidence is a fragile thing. And even for professional athletes and people that are successful at the highest levels, sometimes you're just not as confident in yourself as you should be.
Yeah.
And it takes those fans, it takes family, it takes your teammates, people believing in you, even when you don't believe as much in yourself, just to get you through enough. And I think for KCP, everybody else got him through enough for him to now believe in himself in a way that he's playing at such a consistently high level, and I'm happy for him, and I think everybody is.
Yeah, I think everybody is. And James, now you expect him to make it. He drives to the rack, it's going in. He's shooting a 3, you're happy. You know, it's a total different switch.
And I got to say, on a lot of other teams, you might not get that kind of support. And then you're looking at a guy getting traded or getting ousted. But with LeBron and AD and the family that he had, he gained confidence, and he's a vital part of this squad right now.
3 points and 3 assists from Alex Caruso as he returned to the lineup. He's now speaking with Brez and the media.
Wanted to talk about Anthony Davis, 35 points in only 30 minutes tonight. Does it look to you like he's ready to go for the season?
Yeah, you know, it's incredible to have, a guy like that on your team. He's just so talented. Like I felt like he wasn't even playing, as fully capable as he's playing. He had 35. When he shoots the ball like that, it just makes us a real dangerous team, and everybody knows, what he's capable of. We're just rounding into form, getting ready for the regular season.
Hey, you mentioned the shooting. He was 6 of 7 from three-point range. Have you noticed any difference in his stroke at practice? I know it's only been 2 months since last season ended, but is he hitting those that easily in practice as well?
He's always shot that well. I think it's just about us, finding the opportunities to let him. Coach wants him to shoot more. I think Coach will be ecstatic that he just took 7 threes. Him mixing it up, going inside and outside, it puts a lot of pressure on defenses and gives us a better, multitude of options to score on offense. So, just he's been in the gym shooting. And we haven't done a lot. It's been a short off season, but AD's AD. He's scoring from wherever he wants.
And Alex, looking ahead to Tuesday, obviously the season gets started. You got a few days between now and then, but how confident are you guys will be where you need to be?
Yeah, I feel good about it. We were a little lackadaisical in the first quarter as a unit. Everyone that played just, last preseason game mixed with winning the day before. I think this was a good test for us just because this is what the season's going to be like. We're going to play multiple games in the cities and teams twice, and a lot of times we're going to win the first game, and we got to make sure we show up and are ready to play the second game. I feel good about where we're at. I think we're connected a lot better than I think we expected to be defensively. I think offensively we got room to grow, but that'll come with time on the floor and understanding guys' spacing and working through different sets that we want to run.
I don't know if it's flown under the radar for you guys, but when you look at the stats for the last 4 preseason games, it's kind of mind-blowing a little bit when you look at the Lakers from 3. Kuz 10 of 24, 42%. THT was 7 of 13. AD 6 of 7. Quinn Cook 7 of 14. I mean, look at these numbers, James. 51 for 102. 50%. I know that's not going to be the case all year long. That's a pretty incredible number.
A problem solved, because you remember a year or 2 ago, we were all concerned about 3, who was going to hit the 3. I think now with the way their offense and the spacing is, with LeBron driving downhill and you got multiple guys that can make the pass, you're getting high quality shots and guys are knocking them down. So I think that's going to be a big part of their offense.
Yeah, really big part. And I think another benefit of a season in the bubble, limited travel, short off season, these guys are not running on fumes as much as they would be coming into the following season. So still, I think fresh legs. A lot of guys kept themselves in great shape in this short offseason, and it's paying off. They're shooting the ball well early, and it's something to try and continue to maintain.
All right, it wasn't the best first season. Final score, 114 to 113. Anthony Davis has 35 on 6 of 7 from 3. LeBron James, 20 points, 3 of 4 from 3, 6 of 11 overall. KCP getting the start, 15 points, 5 of 8, 3 for 6 from 3, and Devin Booker for the Suns, 27. Let's hear from Frank Vogel. He's speaking with the media on Zoom.
Hey, Frank, was that second half more of what you want to see? Even if it's a preseason game, seemed like the defense got back to where you're looking for it. Was that the difference in the game?
Yeah, definitely. The way our guys started the second half, I think defensively was a big factor in the game. And we had a slow start. It's going to be a challenge for us early on in the season. With the short off season and the nature of the short preseason, the condensed preseason. Hopefully we're 4-0, but we certainly have a long way to go in terms of playing at the level that we want to play at, especially on the defensive end. We're making shots to stay in the game, but we got a lot of work to do.
Anthony Davis was so smooth from a shooting standpoint in the bubble, especially as it got forward into the finals, especially Frank. 6 threes tonight. What have you seen progression-wise from him shooting, and what does that do generally for the offense?
Well, it carries a heavy load, takes a lot of pressure off of everyone else when the ball's going in the way it was for Anthony. And, we want him to continue to, be aggressive at the three-point line. I thought he improved each month throughout the year. Last year was big in the playoffs from range, from deep. And obviously a great start tonight.
Any general takeaways from preseason, Frank, including the practices and the 4 games?
It's really just guys getting used to each other. Coaches learning players learning the scheme. I think it was a successful preseason from that standpoint. And, our guys trying to pick up what we're asking them to do and learning each other on the floor.
Dave?
Frank, for a team that you've tried to mold the identity around defense, to give up 39 points, I believe, in the first quarter, what's that like? And I guess in terms of trying to make sure you're where you want to be come Tuesday. And then, is your offense ahead of your defense right now?
Yeah, I would say our offense is probably ahead of our defense, but we've had spurts. We've had spurts of really good defense, being very active, connected, tied together, and then we've had spurts where we're step slow. And I thought the way we started both of the last 2 games, we were a step slow on some things, and that's just something we got to continue to work on.
Dan?
Frank, Anthony's aggressiveness in that third quarter, obviously, in just his second game, he's talked about wanting to take his game even to another level as a personal goal. Have you seen even more out of him? Obviously he's an amazing player already, but is there still more even there?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously he played at a pretty damn high level last year. But he's a guy that is never satisfied. wants to continue to get better, continues to work on getting better and growing his game. And I think a second year in a system with a core, what we established last year should benefit him. But he's always going to want to continue to improve his game.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank. So both these games in Phoenix, you guys started out slow, like you talked about, but then, have pretty good runs on both ends. Another team that leaps to mind, lest I commit blasphemy, is the Warriors that were able to kind of become quite well known for doing these runs, especially in the second half. Given what you've seen in the last couple of weeks, the people you have, do you see potential to be that kind of team and have those kind of runs down the road?
Yeah, well, hopefully we won't put ourselves in those types of positions. I think Golden State did it differently than the way we do things. But for our ability, our team's ability last year to sort of figure out an opponent, figure out a game was special and unique. And I think you saw that in the last two games. Just throughout the game, identifying areas that were being hurt on, and ways that we got to be better in attacking their defense with our offense. So I think you saw that in the last two games, and hopefully this